Hi Scorpio, this is your forecast for the month of March 2018. This is a general reading for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, or Scorpio Moon. For a more rounded overview, please watch your rising and moon sign as well. Now, the last week you have a major card, and so this is a month where something is out of your hands. And you're going to have to, reorganize some aspect of your life because there's a shakeup taking place. There's something happening out of the blue, something that you didn't expect. Now, maybe, you're breaking up with somebody. Again, that first week you could have had some confrontations and you're making a decision to go in a new direction. You're rejecting, a situation and there's a breakup. Or you've gotten some clarity through that Ace of Swords and something that you believed, it has been shattered for you. Something this week is corrupt, it wasn't on solid footing, and it's imploding. So there's the collapse of something. There's maybe, this is a week where you're continuously interrupted. You're having to deal with maybe mini crisis situations, or there's some kind of shocking truth. You're having an awakening this week and something is changing and you couldn't avoid it. Now, positively, maybe you're gaining some freedom. Maybe you're getting out of a situation that was very confining or constricting or holding you in some kind of bondage. For some of you, this is actually a property issue. You're dealing with some kind of structural flaws or some kind of problems related to your property. Some of you, there's a health issue, and it's a health issue that would have come on suddenly. This is something like high blood pressure or a heart attack or a stroke. Maybe some of you, if you were distracted, this is an accident, but there's some kind of problem that you're dealing with. Some of you, this could be your finances. Maybe you're just having a meltdown this week. You're angry about something. So there's some rapid changes taking place. Maybe you're getting some disturbing news at a distance about someone and their health, or what you hear affects your health in some way. And so some of you, you're either being aggressive or you're dealing with aggressive people. This is a week where you may be challenged or you may be challenging others as far as their views. So, you're experiencing something that feels very intense, could be traumatic even. Now, for some of you, this is about getting past that trauma. Again, you're going in a new direction. It's time to start fresh. There's some new circumstances that you can't alter. And hopefully you're not stuck where you feel like there's an inability to change, because this is not a week to be hesitant in making the necessary changes. This is a week where you have to start over on something. You have to rebuild some aspect of your life that's fallen apart, some behavior, some habit, some relationship that has been holding you back, that has been keeping you from making the most of yourself and your life. So this is a week about letting go, getting that freedom, recognizing even where you were bound and you didn't even know that you were chained to a situation. So your ability this week to let go of things that maybe you think you want or you need is going to be challenged. And, it's you getting in gear with that, or having the universe step in and take matters into their own hands. So this card means that you may be working against yourself, especially if you're not getting clarity, if you're being impractical about something. Maybe you've even lost touch with your own values. You could be working against yourself. You're not paying attention. You remember, the Fool could be that you're not listening to other people. You've become insensitive. You're oblivious. All you can see, your head is in the clouds and you're just doing whatever you think is the path. Maybe you're not listening to the doctor's advice, or you're waiting too long to get medical attention, or too long to take care of something. You're not dealing with issues in a timely manner. It could be that there are issues that you're dealing with where there's been some rejection. And maybe that's coming about because somebody's being inflexible in the relationship. There's some rigid thinking. Maybe there's something that's been repressed for a long time and it suddenly comes forth. And, maybe this is some outburst or some secret is released. But you are undergoing some changes, and the Fool says you have to be very self-reliant. This is a time when life is going to ask you to accomplish more on your own. And so that's part of your learning process. Now, for some of you, maybe, you're having to make this sudden decision. And maybe it's about taking off somewhere, starting some journey, or opening yourself up to new horizons, or taking on greater freedom. But in other situations, this is you simply running away, not dealing with something. Now, this is a great week for you to work on your confidence. Get rid of any doubt. If there's something that you've been holding off on, you didn't want to make that decision, this is the time for you to step in there and take charge of a situation. Find out where you stand. Get the facts so that you can make decisions that work for you. You want to be secure. You want to, have a sense of continuity about your life. So you're going to have to reorganize some things this week. This is about changing who you were, becoming someone new. You are reinventing yourself. And again, there could be some confrontations, some truths that you don't want to hear. You could be issuing some truths to other people. There's something that you are trying to make it appear as if it's a good thing. And it's not. You're trying to convince yourself. You're trying to convince other people. Maybe it's because, there's some misunderstandings created because there is a lack of clarity. Somebody's making the decision to say this but not say that. They're giving information out in a piecemeal fashion, and that ultimately creates some kind of misunderstanding. This is also a week where, if last week you were having a pity party, that could be extended into this week. You feel like something happened to you. But again, your personal power is not rooted in life happening to you. This is you understanding that you are part of the process, and you probably put yourself in this circumstance somehow. Maybe you weren't thinking properly, or maybe you weren't accepting something that you couldn't change, or how you were working against yourself. So this is not a week to, again, hesitate. This is, you need to use your common sense to reorganize situations that need to be changed somehow. And you're probably going to have to let go of something. You may even feel pressured to do so. Hey, before you go, don't forget to visit my website blog for the daily tarot card of the day.